water.
Oh, yeah.
Smashers love water.
Here we go. Snake, Corn stepping up on battle. What did I tell you, bro?
You tried to turn off the Yoshi music.
What did I tell you,
failed.
bro?
Obstacle course.
What stage did I miss?
Obstacle course is fitting, though, because that is what SHADIC
true.
is going to be going through. So you know what? For game one, why not?
Oh, man. You know, I really got to go. I got to remember what the stages are faster. I got to 2 of them, apparently, but not the third Yoshi stage or something.
103 stages of the game. Yeah, good luck, buddy.
All right, here we go, though. Let's see what SHADIC can bring to the table right now. As you said, it can be a little bit of an issue for SHADIC to get, like, some guaranteed free damage because of grenades, always.
Ooh, the spot dodge?
That was clean.
Dude, honestly, with SHADIC having the young man reactions, I bet he just reacted to ApolloKage pressing the C4.
Like
he just heard it there, and he's like, gone.
Yeah, I gotta go. I like to try to use that the pin for like a super jump to get that extra back air, but unfortunately only hit that grenade. Yeah, goodbye.
Oh, 160 already. Yeah, dude, the one thing that impresses me about ApolloKage more than almost anything else is just how quickly the damage racks up. Like, he does not let you have a moment without some percents climbing.
Going up pretty high. Are we gonna try to get that? Oh, nice up air, pushing him right back off the stage, but unfortunately for you, Snake definitely has quite a few ways to get back down. Still hasn't been able to find it yet. That would have been a great pin.
Woof. Yeah, I'm loving the ideas here from SHADIC, but man, ApolloKage living up to the character's name. He is slippery as.
Yeah, man is not allowing himself to lose that stock just yet. But if he still living, I was like
taking that trade on purpose.
If he does get hit, but I'd say a pin from anywhere now, doesn't. Oh, that up air is going to do it. Good stuff. Still though, taking 85. That's the unfortunate part about being behind Snake is that you will always take residual damage to these grenades.
I mean, even on that last stock, he got hit with the COD 4, the martyrdom. Like, yeah. He got the up air, also took another 12. GG's kid.
Okay, back throw. Push him off the stage. ApolloKage waits, taking a sweet time to get back. He's allowed to do. Got the lead.
Big that the up air actually breaks the Cypher armor too. Does enough damage to knock him off his block. Oh my goodness. The raw up tilt is just enough to do it.
Wasted no time. Just like, oh, you're landing here? Goodbye. All right. Yeah, so far, I mean, it's really had just been SHADIC trying to figure out his way in and, being able to, I guess, kind of really just put ApolloKage in the air and being able to harass that. But even so, like, Snake with the B reversing and just having a grenade in hand can be a little rough if SHADIC does not space out that up air or that back air perfectly.
Woo. Dude, SHADIC has just some of the best recoveries in the game. Not even just for a Corrin, but, man, he is so intelligent with how he uses those resources, and that's why he's back on stage. You'd think that most people in that position, 131%, this game would be over already.
SHADIC looking forward. Most likely that back air. It's going to be that very strong option trying to get that, at least that horizontal payout.
Self-spacing, too. Ooh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, basically, yeah, you hit that on shield, and if you get that distance away, it's nice. Okay.
Okay, patience from ApolloKage not really working out. SHADIC's able to call him out for that with that grab, but again, has to respect all these landing options from Snake. He's not allowed to just jump up there, swing wildly, and C4 went off at just the wrong moment, and ApolloKage taking that game one solid.
Yeah, might have been caught. I think might have caught SHADIC in that initial dash, so wasn't able to pull that shield out. And the best thing that SHADIC may have been able to do was jump air dodge. Yeah, just wasn't going to be fast enough. See Danik in the background. Now get himself a front row seat. Gotta watch the sun maybe pop off for these next 2 to 3 games.
Got to get the power up. Although, if anything, Dadic's in the crowd, sure, but ApolloKage has the Hi Mom tag on Mother's Day, so if anybody's getting the parent power up right now.
Yep. GG's. GG's.
SHADIC's had to turn around and be like, sorry, Dad, not for you today. Like, I know you're always here for me, but it's Mother's Day. Come on.
Gotta see. I mean, I'm very interested to see if SHADIC would actually pull out a secondary if this second game didn't go that well, because yeah, I mean, it's just again trying to get in on Snake as Corrin. It's not looking that great. Not looking that great at all.
I know SHADIC has a lot of belief in this character, and he should have at least quite a bit of Snake practice. I know that down in the southern reaches of Texas, right, there is Renegade, quite a good Snake, and I mean back in the day, we had like Ultimate Razor and all those guys.
Oh man, that's a throwback.
Missed that guy.
That's a throwback.
Missed that dude. Early Smash Ultimate, he was going crazy.
Oh
he was
yeah,
like number 3 in Texas.
Right.
Small battlefield. I think that once you get Snake in disadvantage here, this is great. And it's a lot harder for ApolloKage to mix up his landings with the top platform.
Right.
Normally great for Corrin, but you don't really get to contest him up there anyway, so just remove it.
Hey, the martyrdom, it's always around. you can't stop it.
Nothing better than spawning in with a +100 on your screen. Just ding. It's a grenade. Dude, AK always so good at covering his recoveries back to ledge. I hate using the same sound twice. Yeah, but yeah, he covers himself so well when he's getting back to the ledge, right? He's always got a grenade down there, sometimes even two. You see him doing a lot of that tech where he'll like pull one out, air dodge to the ledge, and then he's invincible as he's getting up with an exploding grenade. That doesn't matter though. SHADIC says you don't even get the chance. I'm calling out that air dodge. I'm taking the lead here.
And that's got to feel good for SHADIC, man. Finally getting one of those pins the way that he wants it. That pin at the ledge right there for corn is always so scary. If you get too framed, if you get hit just straight up, yeah, it's doing a bit much. And there it is, man. So is the up tilt. Up tilt always just as scary as able to find that stock. Corn, you know, really showing that not that heavy. Like these stocks are evaporating right at 100. So
looked at the build of all the Fire Emblem characters, and they were like, not enough muscle. Got to tone down that weight a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
It's like Vicky Kitty trying to convince me that Genshin characters are stacked. And I was like, none of them are buff. I'm sorry, Vicky.
Actually, not a single one of them. Now that I think about it.
She was like, okay, but this guy. And I was like, yeah, he has an ab.
Yeah. Man, okay. Yeah, Vicky, she is definitely the Genshin aficionado. Big shouts to Vicky, though. We love her.
No, we love Vicky. Look, if you want to like Genshin, that's fine, but don't try to insist they're hunks. Anyways, we're here in game 2, 2 stocks apiece. And ApolloKage taking quite a bit of residual damage here. SHADIC has been really solid on the spacing in this game, too.
Oh, yeah. And that's got to feel good, too, you know, being able to avoid all the grenade. Oh, there it is. That's the mix, for sure. Do the straight drop down and then to the down tilt because you thought, like, oh, you can probably get a punish. Nope. Great. As you said, the spacing is on point. That is the second pin that he's got right at the edge. Immediate stop.
Too. Like, that's not even like pinning him for holding on to the ledge too long or anything. He's just, at the perfect position every single time. And now, positioning and disadvantage has been good too. ApolloKage hasn't been getting like the free damage on these juggles either. Small battlefield's a big part of that too.
Oh yeah. Here we go. So high mom tag not working so well yet. Well, you know, he might be back.
Jinx.
He might be back. Up tilt is on deck every time. They have both now used their, guaranteed kill option basically. Both times. Okay, I'll take some trades. Those trades were way in his favor.
That SHADIC literally just took the one grenade because he's noticed that it's not frame tight perfect every single time. ApolloKage has a couple of frames where you're able to grab him or do something, and that grenade will explode. He just used that grab armor to turn it into 73. Corey doesn't get 73 off of throws.
Yeah, 73, and they only took 21 off that. Like that's definitely a worthwhile trade. Unfortunately, though, it's starting to take a couple more of these grenades. Now at 50, not hurting yet. Oh.
Yeah, AK's really slowing down the pace here, too. You see there's a lot more of that sitting behind the platform as well, looking for center stage and saying, look, maybe he'll come for me. Is that C4? No, that's off the stage, so he's going to have to toss down another one to get any effects. SHADIC, though, with a juggle.
Yeah, got that one on the platform right here. So SHADIC did see that drop.
There was no jump perfectly. He just spot dodged that? That was not on reaction.
Not on reaction at all. I have to say, oh! It's going to be enough. Yeah, I was like, good stuff from SHADIC. You saw him kind of like bait out that C4 as well with like running in. He did get caught by it the first time or in the first game, but C4 being on the left side of the platform just kind of did a fake dash. Got it out the way. Melee was able to open up for that pin.
It's one of those things where you have to respect it so hard, but also if you can call out your opponent, right? If SHADIC's sitting there going, I know, kind of what time, like, or what position. Like, if you jump off the ledge, you're probably going to blow up that C4. Because you're not going to get hit by it, I will. But if I'm already there with a back air to cover it, then I'm going to take the stock before that C4 even gets the chance to blow up.
Love to see it, man. In that first game, I mean, it looked very unfun for Corn, but he was able to make his way around those grenades. Actually kind of use them to his advantage in some of the games, too. And looks like when it's take it back to Battlefield, ApolloKage said, I need that third platform.
Yeah, I think the rule set doesn't have any DSR or anything like that. There we see, again, that down throw to just bust through the grenade and get a combo off of it, too. Love that from SHADIC. But yeah, I think that we might just see Battlefield, small Battlefield on rotating, and that means that game 1 could be such a big deciding factor in this set.
Oh, yeah. And like that was a really good get-up attack right there to get through the grenade and also hit ApolloKage away from that F smash. But
man, SHADIC's so selective with when he actually wants to go in, too, because I think in that game 1, he was trying to force situations where he wasn't able to get a really solid hit, and there was a lot of risk-reward skewed in ApolloKage's favor with grenades and C4 sitting everywhere, but now you see SHADIC's patience so good, and he only barely whiffed that up air, which probably would have taken the stock up there.
Yeah, I mean, that was super high up, and taking that back air, though, now he's going to be off stage. Let's get back pretty safely, though. Ooh, fighting his way through, yeah, because ApolloKage, he loves to drop some down air on you.
And if you try to air dodge through that, you might even get hit by the third hit. SHADIC just spot dodged so many moves that are just like, that's confidence.
Right? Thought he was going to look for that up air, but ApolloKage kind of mixed up his recovery. You know, maybe SHADIC think he was going to go for the middle platform, but does not. So gets hit right here. Does end up making it back to the stage. Oh. Oh my!
A bait? A bait even?
It
or
must
a
have been.
Genius.
A bait perhaps? Like,
one for me?
That was crazy. I mean, was able to, got the re-grab, didn't immediately lose the stock for it. That hitbox lasted entirely too long.
The leg was already up there.
that hitbox lasted
That's how I'm going to fight in real life too. I'm just going to hold out my leg and wait for somebody to walk into it. I guess that's called tripping somebody.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, hold that back throw. Tries to get a little extra damage off of the grenade. I mean, again, doing a really good job of kind of making these grenades work in his favor in these last 2 games. Almost got a clean conversion off that one.
I love that SHADIC has had these moments of just genius flashes where he goes, oh, this grenade's about to explode, like being so good at keeping in mind the timing of those and then actually finding a combo off of them. We've seen it off the grabs, but even there in the corner, again, he's turning it into so much damage, and being able to out-damage Snake, particularly ApolloKage's Snake, is damn impressive.
Yeah, ApolloKage decided I'm going to slow this thing all the way down. Ends up still getting kicked right there. The mix. Another pin right there. Going for the super jump off of it. ApolloKage going sky high with it.
SHADIC taking a trip into the corner does give AK the shit that he doesn't have a chance to do nothing. Where did that forward smash come from?
And I mean, like, really the first time he's actually pulled out that option too, but like just to know that ApolloKage most likely not expecting that because of grenades. He's like, oh, I'm safe. I have a grenade here. Well, I have reach. Like, that's what SHADIC said. I got reach.
Well, I guess how many times have we seen ApolloKage just kind of run to center stage and pull a grenade and say, yeah, swing at me, I dare you. But at kill percents, I guess SHADIC can call him out for that. It's kind of the same way he found that back air in that last game, calling him out for dropping that C4 coming off the platform, right? But nonetheless, you know, SHADIC playing smart, but ApolloKage steady as they go. We do go to last stock, things completely tied up.
Okay, SHADIC is trying to find his way in. ApolloKage, though, once again, going to go right back to keeping this minefield out. Make sure these grenades are between him and his opponent.
Oh, not what he wanted at all.
Took a little bit from that. Yeah, well, took a lot of bit, actually, from that. 72 now on the board. Off of one mistake, ends up throwing at Nikita instead of maybe a B-reverse. And that has caused him quite a bit of turmoil.
There are a few times where it feels like ApolloKage is like legitimately stuck in the corner. Because a lot of times, and we saw it especially in that game 1, he's in the corner of his own volition, but now he's like, I'd like to be in center stage. I'd like to be forcing you to do something, but SHADIC's movement and again, his decision making have just been so good that AK hasn't gotten the chance. Ooh, oh, wait a second, no jump.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, gets split. Oh my God! And then the hand rub. Excellent.
I blew out my headset.
Oh.
Can I be heard? I can't hear
I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh my.
I actually can't hear anything in my headset anymore. I blew it out.
Where's the
Yo,
this
good
one?
stuff, ApolloKage.
I see it.
Help me out, please. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I literally just yanked it out. My man. Holy moly.
The cut back to the camera of him having the hand rub is too short. He's like, just as planned.
I meant to do that. That's like a let's talk about the Gary's mod combos earlier, and ApolloKage's like, yeah, I'm gonna show you what Captain though. My own missile into bomb. That was goofy.
That like the contingencies on that is so crazy because like if it went out, you died.
Yeah.
It went in, he's like, I still got to cover for that. I still have an option for that.
Look at ApolloKage super chilling after that too.
Oh yeah.
That is actually a One Piece character moment too, where they like hit you, they hit Luffy with some crazy stuff, and then they just sit there like, yes. Now what will you do, Straw Hat?
That's, you know, my man always has a straw hat on him too.
Yeah.
So, all right,
it's repping the crew.
Game 4 here, and it could have went the other way, but somehow he was able to slide that into his favor. GOAT. Goated action.
He is the GOAT. That is crazy that he pulled off that comeback too, because SHADIC was in control of that game until like the last 20 seconds.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's just really the power of Snake. Like you can slow this game down to a crawl if you like, and the minute you get an advantage, it's like, oh my, he's going for it all.
Now what?
It is very unfortunate that like there's no down air that you can actually drop on the Snake as a Corn, because yeah, you don't do the damage like that to knock him out of that C4. There's none of that like drag down for the SD.
Because you'd love to be like, yeah, you wanted to try, see ya.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slide through that. You're not strong enough to get me off this Cypher.
Potions are not strong enough for me.
Here we go. Oh.
The parry actually made things way worse.
Yeah, that's parrying. Every time I think about parrying, I'm like, it's a cool thing until you're parrying a projectile, and it's like, damn it.
That didn't do anything.
That did nothing for me. In fact, it might have made it worse.
They actually, there was a patch for that to make it like more good to parry projectiles, and it's still like meaningless.
Rough life. But either way, can SHADIC get himself back into this game? Not too far behind, and he is now. There he is. Holds the up tilt. I forgot. He may not be too far behind in any other move in Snake's kit until that up tilt hits. And it's always fresh. Yeah. ApolloKage never throws that up tilt out until it's like 100. And he's like, all right, you know what, you'll die. It's
not a damaging move unless you're like, literally it's one of those combos off of 0 where like, oh, I'm at 80 now, great. SHADIC right now trying to get this ledge trap going. It is the place where he's found most of his stocks. Pin, not quite close enough to AK. And I think that is one of the things that SHADIC is struggling with, is that you have to really thread the needle between hit pin at the optimal distance, but also not close enough to Snake where you detonate the grenade either.
Yeah. I felt like I saw ApolloKage try to get a little schmixy right there with that grenade on the right side. He threw one down and then pulled another one on the other side. Like, all right, where are you going to go? Like, you're trapped now.
If anything, he is confident in this game 4. Like,
oh, yeah.
Saw the way it started.
I mean, I feel like I'd be pretty confident, too, after that last ender, you know? I was like, that right there, even if that was, like, not as close of a game or you know, if that was like you stole that game, you knew you rattled your opponent off of that.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't expecting that. I wasn't even expecting that.
You get the clip and you're like, oh, feels too good. I need another.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. All right, get some stuff right there from SHADIC to make sure that I'm not going to attack your shield. You do have the grenade in hand, but has to get some damage in here. This has been the ApolloKage show for both these stocks. ApolloKage is sitting at literally 11% now and already has SHADIC with what I think is kill percentage off that up tilt for sure. He's looking for it. Here it is. Yep, there it is.
A good call, TK Breezy.
You know what time it is. SHADIC, stay away from the leg.
Oh, no!
No! The leg has been risen. It has rose once again.
Doesn't matter how badly you want it will happen.
Man.
This is a very solid game from ApolloKage. And again, like, you know, he's been pretty consistent overall in all of these games, and it's why he was able to get that comeback in Game 3 like you were talking about, right? Like, there aren't those moments where he's falling apart. It's all on SHADIC to get those really big moments, and he had so many of those big combos in that Game 3. He's really got to discover at least 1 or 2 of them. I guess the only problem is that Town and City, especially on these flat transformations, it's hard to get anything super long going against Snake.
And I mean, looking at the way that he's able to at least get back into this game, though, this is a lot of damage he's been able to add up with only taking 25. Okay, yeah, I was like, what are you going to do? I mean, ApolloKage really only has the whole shield there. It's not like there's really too many options for Corn to break it like that. So, you know, could have been a back air that he had to avoid, but the pin was a good idea, too. Create a little space.
Oh, it's that big damage for free, again, for ApolloKage, where those grenades are your teammates, man. They cover the stage for you, and then they just say, one on me, one on me. On South, on door.
the call-outs from the grenade. All right. I was like, it's got to be a F smash angle right at this point in time, because I feel like ApolloKage is doing that same thing of pulling those grenades in that like mid range where he definitely can get F smashed if SHADIC runs up fast enough to do it. Fortunately, like, you know, the burst speed of Corn is not that fast. Yeah, she still does have good range.
All you've really got is that side B, right? That pin, which SHADIC has been focused on a lot, and he's going to take that trade just to get that down throw, but no stock off of it, so ApolloKage is still thriving right now. 163. I mean, Corn on Town not going to have a kill throw for another like 30–40%.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, like, getting the grab is fine and getting the damages, but like ApolloKage just, they get to fly so far away. Finally gets the pin there on the other side, but they get to fly so far away you don't really get a chance to get like some type of punishment putting him in the sky like you would on a normal character.
It's a really unfortunate moment for that platform to go away for SHADIC too. I'm sure he wanted a little bit of mix-up. Does build up some damage here. The Texas crowd coming alive. They want to see SHADIC push this to a Game 5, and certainly got a chance. He's just got to stay focused here because, again, we're like 10% away from that up tilt finishing this game.
Oh, it's done. It's done now if he gets hit, I promise. Like 115, it's done.
I was trying to be generous.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe another 10%. Like, you can have one more grenade.
Yeah, you can look at him. He's positioning for it, bro. The Snake slowly creeping at you.
He's waiting for you to just jump to center stage, right? You're like, oh, I got to get past the Snake. C4 on that center platform, too. I feel like, for some reason, this game is going to end on the C4 stretch ring off the platform, and somehow SHADIC's going to die for it. I don't know why that's in my gut right now.
Okay, so much to avoid. You didn't want to jump into him. You jump back. You were so close. Oh my, the Nostradamus is here, bro.
I saw into a slightly different future.
Yeah.
It was like one timeline to the left. SHADIC taking a couple more hits, though. That aside, 189% means a grab can also do it. A down tilt can even do it. No, not quite.
At 204, yeah. I mean, it's anything. This is a well cooked stock here.
that is congratulations.
Yeah, calling it well done right now.
Yeah.
Like that is not.
That's it.
Goodbye. Yeah.
With the down tilt. He was like, wait a second, that got kind of